What do you do when you have burnout? What happens when you feel so burned out for either studies or work, depending on your age group? But how do you overcome it, or how do you what do you do in those periods between trying to heal from that burnout and your next work? Do you have a new hobby, or do you work more, or do you just relax in your bed, or what do you do? What is your go-to when you have burnout? Hello everyone, welcome to this Academy YouTube channel. My name is Alex and I welcome you back to my channel. Also, this is Merlin. He has a cone because last week he had an operation and he's still recovering. He's much better, of course. And by the time this video is coming out, he will be much better. He will be completely fine. As it's standard for YouTube videos, if you like this channel and you want more of my content, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to ring the bell on the subscribe button because I've been told by some friends that their videos aren't being published, like they haven't had the notification, or they haven't been appearing that frequently as I've been uploading. So it's very important for you guys to ring the bell so that my notifications can get to you, because YouTube and the YouTube algorithm is really bad in these moments. This year has been absolutely terrible. So, anyway, I'm going to talk about burnout, but in a special way, because I'm going to also talk about gifted children and how burnout can affect those children. Have been dubbed as smarter than the rest, as more mature than their age. So they have a lot of unnecessary pressure to excel in certain things, to be the best in certain areas, also to have the burden of always being mature and always being like this paragon of virtue. That unnecessary pressure can lead to these children to develop either a sense of superiority, but of the times you see gifted children having burnout for because all of that pressure to always be the best can have a physical toll in that body. Oftentimes children can feel like nothing, like they don't have to put a lot of effort into things. They don't have friends. This is the thing. Gifted children, because of their intelligence and the maturity, they won't relate to other children. Oftentimes they will have a lot of trouble having propinquity with children their age group, so they will be isolated, studying and or having their own niche things that they like, and those likes oftentimes clash with normal children, like not normal children, I'm sorry, but like children who are not like super doted or gifted. And this creates a lot of a sense of isolation for that kid. It can develop into a lot of really bad coping mechanisms, like we will see in with this character. The character I want to talk about is Endo Yamato from Windbreaker. And if you have watched only the anime of Windbreaker up to season 2, you will know who I'm talking about. Endo Yamato is one of the antagonists that were revealed at the end of season two. And he is absolutely crazy. I really like him, but he's crazy. He makes like he may appear like a psycho, not not necessarily a psychopath, but he does seem to have some antisocial traits, such as the like he doesn't care about other people other than Takeshi, um, who is another one of the antagonists at the end of season two. He laughs at the misfortune of others. He doesn't care. He is very scary, and he has a lot of distaste for what Buffering became, who is these town protectors who really love their town, want to help, want to, no, he's a total anarchist. I said that he may appear this way, but actually when you see his backstory in the manga, you kind of understand that he is a gifted kid. And Endo is extremely smart. He, for the for a kid his age, he's actually extremely smart and extremely creative. He loves art. He has a lot of tattoos that he created himself. He also has a lot of taste in fashion. He's basically like a theater kid or an artist kid who also has a lot of love for history and is extremely well versed in money. But because of the burnout that he developed as a kid, he just doesn't like most people. In his backstory, it's explained that he was praised all the time when he was younger, but because of that, he had a lot of trouble um, relating to kids his age. He didn't have any friends, and the adults didn't help anything at all. Yeah, they just kind of let him do whatever he wanted. They didn't pay much attention to him, except for when he had a lot of like gifted kid things. So he burned out really fast when he was younger. This all could have been prevented if the adults in his life, probably his parents, had paid much attention to him and actually tried to give him things that he liked, or not pressure him to excel, not don't pressure him to be a gifted kid because of his intelligence, because of his like character, but also give him attention and give him love. Because one of the traits that Endo has, both in his flashback and also in the Noroshi arc, it's specifically two people that have managed to do this, but he states that he loves it when people pay attention to him, like not just the Endo that he projects, but actually see him, like actually take notice of him and see him through and through. These two people, of course, is Takeshi Chika, who is also one of the duo antagonists of this arc, and also Sakura, who is kind of like this foil because he's the antagonist and also like a foil to Sakura. Of course, they manage to duke it out, and this is when Endo becomes overjoyed because Sakura managed to see him head on and actually fight him seriously. Like that battle is bloody and it's exciting, and I was at the edge of my seat reading this. I want to talk about his relationship and infatuation with Takeshi. Right? Basically, Takeshi was the light in Endo's life. He was extremely empty and burnout and depressed when he was younger because of like the pressure of being gifted. And then came Takeshi, who became, I say light, but I will say more like an inferno. Takeshi became that source of dopamine that Endo was craving so much in his life. He's the first person to actually grip Takeshi's attention and desire to become like that. They both met as kids, and afterwards, Endo just followed Takeshi's lead ever since. He became so infatuated with this kid that he basically became like his number one fan. And because of Takeshi's like autistic coded, no thoughts had empty attitude, Endo managed to warm into his life seamlessly and try to make everything to make Takeshi notice him, trying to make him happy. Takeshi made Endo happy, so Endo, will make sure to make be happy, no matter the cost. Like, if Takeshi wants to burn this place, Endo will burn it. If Takeshi wants this thing, but they have no money, he will steal money in order to buy those things. At first, it was like normal, and then he started to have this borderline like criminal behavior, delinquent behavior, just because he wanted his boy to be happy. He really loves Takeshi. Yes, I am implying that kind of love. He's romantically, it's explicit in the manga that he's romantically in love with Takeshi. And this is the second character who is explicitly LGBT, the first one being Tsubaki, and Endo is bisexual. I say bisexual because he's also been seen going after older women, but it's mainly Takeshi who he's in love with. If you are wondering, like, older women, yes, he also has gone and slept with older women when he was still in Bofurin, who is like first, second year of high school. And it's also implied that he made his tattoos when he was also like 17, 16, 17 years old illegally. So yeah, he's borderline a criminal, but it's only because he loves his boy and he wants that money and he wants to be cool. Because it's also in an extra that, like I said, he designed all of those tattoos that he has, and if Takeshi likes it, he will put it in his body as a tattoo. He has a whole lot of tattoos in his body, and it's only because Takeshi likes those tattoos. This boy is a definition of a simp. I love him so much. He is hilarious. But it's only because of that love and his love for art that he managed to become fulfilled. He became really happy because the person that he loves is happy, and that person that he loves also like the things that he loves, which is art and history. And even though Takeshi might not understand the significance of the huge tattoo, the frank tattoo that they both have in their in their shoulder blade, which is implied to be the first tattoo that Endo designed. For Endo is extremely special because it combines those two about history and about like his love for designing. It's something that brightens up his day. It only brightens up more when he meets Sakura, and then they fight it out. They have that enormous brawl, and he realizes that Sakura is actually looking at him. He wants to get to know Endo and why he's doing this whole gang war just because he wants to make a fulfilling birthday for his boy. And then like that whole the Umemiya and Takeshi fight, and then Takeshi actually acknowledges Endo, and you can see in his expression that he's shocked and he's extremely happy. He's basically like that meme of notice me senpai, and then senpai notice him, and he's extremely flustered. I really love this toxic yaoi situation. Also, another thing about Endo's character is that He says a lot that he's a bad judge of character. And yes, he wasn't socialized properly as a kid because he pushed everyone away. Nobody like wanted to get to know him properly. Nobody gave him attention, so he's poorly socialized. And because he's poorly socialized, he doesn't have that level of empathy or being able to form a connection properly with people. You see this with also with Takeshi because he doesn't need he never says anything to Takeshi. He just start following one day and suddenly they're living together. This is basically why, because he's so low on empathy for other people because of his poor social skills, and because of his poor social skills he can't judge people properly. He can't really see people at face value. It's only when stuff blows up in their faces that he just realizes that, oh, I'm a bad judge of character, that doesn't matter. Can I fix this boy? I don't think he wants to be fixed, honestly. This is another thing for a character or a real life person. Change starts with wanting to change, wanting to seek help. If that person doesn't want to fix themselves or seek help to fix themselves, it's not that worth it. You could try to say that you can fix them, but if they don't want it, it's not worth it to actually like try. So if he wants to, probably we can have him go to therapy. He needs a lot of therapy to help with all of that arsonist attitude he has, because he has caused a lot of trouble, not only with gang fights. He also had attempted murder, kinda, uh, assisted murder, kinda, arson, uh, theft, and there's a lot of other things that he probably has done in order to also the whole like tattooing himself illegally. And yeah, it's we haven't seen him drink, but that doesn't really matter. He probably doesn't drink, but it's up in the air. It's a 50-50 if he wants to change. We know that he has been talking to Sakura, but we shall see. We shall see if Sakura managed to calm this boy down and if his relationship with Takeshi actually improves. So that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you like this, and if you do, remember, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. If you want more content, you know where to find this. And also comment down below if you want me to talk about other topics or other characters you want me to tackle. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Take care. Bye bye.